Hello everyone and welcome to the Money Man. Now this is actually a response to a request that I had from one of my viewers, but unfortunately that request was about 2 years ago. Now you're probably thinking, dude, what is wrong with you? You're handling a request from 2 years ago? Well, I was missing a couple of notes in this set and I only recently got hold of them. And also, I don't like to put videos about the same country's currencies too close together. I want to try and keep things as varied as possible. So what am I talking about? Well, if you've not already looked at the title, I'm talking about the current generation of Libyan Dinars. And this is the generation that was introduced after the demise of the Colonel Gaddafi regime. And just to mention that Libya have just introduced a new 1 dinar note, which is actually a polymer, and it's a very attractive note. But what I'm going to show you is what continues to be, at the moment, the current generation. So we'll start with the lowest denomination, which is the 1 dinar note. And this one's quite a special one. If we look at the front here, you can see what we've got is some anti-Gaddafi protesters. And if you pay close attention to the flag, when I spin it around, you'll see it again. It's the new Libyan flag. Spin it around, the revolutionary one. And you can see we've got a flock of doves here which represent peace. Now, unfortunately, Libya is not enjoying any kind of peace. That country continues to be ripped apart by rival warlords, gangs, rival governments. There are 2 official governments, I think one in Tripoli and one in Benghazi, which is really, really sad. It is my sincere hope that the Libyan people, do manage to come to some form of normality and peace in the near future, because by Lord, they deserve it. So here we go. So it's a really, really nice banknote. Really like this 1 dinar note. So we'll stick that there. The next one is the 5, and on the front, actually, what we've got is an Ottoman clock tower. So a vestige from the Ottoman Empire, and it's quite an interesting colour scheme, because if you described it to me, I'd say grey in a banknote. No, that doesn't work. But actually, I quite like it. And we've got the nice security strip here, which obviously has the 5 and the sort of little palm tree represented when you turn it up to the light, which is a very nice feature. And if we spin it around and look at the back, what we actually have on the back is a nod to the Greek presence in North Africa back in the day, this is the Temple of Zeus, which was built in, I think you say Kyrene or Cyrene, I think it's Kyrene. Which was later incorporated into the Roman Empire. But yeah, that temple is still there. You can go see it today, I believe. Very, very nice. So, let's have a look at the next one, the 10. Here we go. I really like this banknote. It's very, very nice. Now, the man represented on the front is Omar al-Mukhtar. Now, in a previous video that I did about Libyan dinars, I said that I had no idea who this gentleman was, but I was surprised because he'd survived. He was represented on the Gaddafi era banknotes, and he actually survived the revolution and continues to be on the banknotes. So I guessed that he had no connection with the Gaddafi regime, and I was right. Basically, I was told that this man was instrumental in the resistance against the Italians. So that's why he's a prominent feature represented in Libyan banknotes. And he looks pretty cool. You can see actually his side portrait is represented in the security strip, which is pretty cool. And also you sort of have the Islamic moon and star represented, and then you have a horse that actually moves around. So these security strips are pretty cool. I like how the 10 sort of like disappears and then the Islamic symbolism appears. It's quite cool. Spin it around and look at the back, and you can see basically some al-Mukhtar horsemen. They were basically desert cavalry warriors. You can see that they've got their rifles on the back, and they obviously performed sort of ambush tactics against the Italians and helped to oust them from Libya. So there we go, really cool banknote. Let's have a look at the next one, which is the 20. I really love this. On the front, it's quite interesting. The colour scheme is nice, and I really like the sort of patterns that go along here. And this one's quite interesting because it says this is the Al Atiq Mosque. I don't know where that place is. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce the place that it's in. And I don't want to offend anybody by butchering the pronunciation too much. But it's quite an interesting mosque. It's obviously a very, very old design. Very, very nice. And then if we spin it around, we look at the back, we've actually got a traditional school here, which is really nice, in a place called Gaddafi. So yeah, pretty cool banknote. And then the largest denomination is the 50, and it's green. It looks pretty cool. Here it is. And what you actually have on the front here is actually a vestige of that Italian colonialism. This is actually the Italian lighthouse at Side Crebic. I think that's how you say it. But again, I apologise if I've killed the pronunciation there. And we've got some really nice reflective qualities here. You've got sort of like the Islamic sun and moon again. Sorry, Islamic moon and star. I do apologise if I've said that several times over. The Islamic moon and star. And again, it's represented in the security strip. And yeah, we spin it around. Look at the back. This is a rock formation. It's a stone arch. Yeah, so quite an iconic stone arch. I've seen this in many, many Libyan banknotes. So yeah, that's the highest denomination, which is the 50. So these banknotes are really, really, really cool. I'm hoping that the new generation is entirely polymer. That would be really great, because I will collect those and I will show them off in a future video. But I think it's going to be some years before they're all introduced. Like I said, the new 1 dinar note has just been introduced. And as soon as I get hold of that, I might feature it in another video for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this set. There are some interesting things about some of the notes. Some of them were printed in Russia, some of them were printed elsewhere. So I might do a little bit follow-up video on that maybe later on. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys on the next video. It's the Money Man signing out for now. Bye-bye.